Well, on sounds, Rio Ferdinand on the current state of Manchester United. Listen to the Football Daily podcast.
Renata's house, midwife speaking.
Welcome to our profession.
We are all going to be National Health employees. We will have to dress as such or leave the system.
Quite something, isn't it, sister?
It is the future.
Call the Midwife continues tomorrow at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
We are back! You think the Gladiators will take it easy on our new contenders?
Well, they've done nothing but eat, sleep, train, repeat since last time.
So that'll be a no then.
Join us for a brand new series of Gladiators on BBC One and iPlayer!
With the best still standing, the Masters Snooker semi-finals start. Judd Trump versus John Higgins to come today at 1. But right now, though, we're talking football on BBC One.
The final is getting so close.
We've all got to start looking at each other.
You don't know who to trust.
I can't not look at you now because that is deceptive behaviour.
Self-preservation.
I want to catch the traitors. I don't want you to win.
The stakes couldn't be higher.
The Traitors continues Wednesday at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
The servant is slipping from the master's grasp.
Do you have any idea how hard this has been without you?
I'm bringing in arms for Jose Cabrera's revolution. And if I can do it here, I can do it anywhere.
The Night Manager continues tomorrow at 9 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Now on BBC One, the Lunchtime News with Lewis Bourne-Jones.
Good afternoon. Sir Tony Blair says he's honoured to be appointed to what President Trump calls a board of peace to try to end the conflict.
Find your morning focus. Bring calm to your afternoon.
And drift off to sleep.
With music to unwind your mind. Radio 3 Unwind. Listen on digital radio and BBC Sounds.
I'm going to end up as nursemaid because I'm fresh-faced city boy.
I'm D.I. Lindley.
Oh, you're the new...
Fresh-faced city boy.
I'm Dear Savers.
Hey, nicely. Anyone else in your family in the force?
Actually, we're big in iron and steel.
Really?
My mother irons and my dad steels.
I've a bad situation.
If you've got a problem with me, just say so.
This island is twisted.
What was a bloke like you doing in a job like this?
Brand new Lindley. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
This is our BBC. Hard questions.
Tell me what you're doing over here. You're just relaxing?
Soft hugs. Over 2 billion raised. Raising hopes. Faithfuls. Traitors. Navigators. Conductors. Disruptors. Fact-checking. Foxtrots. And family.
The BBC's put £5 billion into the economy.
There's a BBC for each of us. Funded by all of us. This is our BBC.
The final is getting so close.
We've all got to start looking at each other.
You don't know who to trust.
I can't not look at you now because that is deceptive behaviour.
Self-preservation.
I want to catch the traitors. I don't want you to win.
The stakes couldn't be higher.
The Traitors continues Wednesday at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Tickle your taste buds, now on BBC Two with Rick Stein.
Thankfully, no one was injured. That's all from me for now. There's plenty more, of course, on the BBC News website. The next news here on BBC One is at 5:25. Bye for now.
Hi there, good afternoon to you. The weather's pretty quiet across the UK this weekend. A bit of sunshine in the forecast, but also a chance of catching some spots of rain almost anywhere, but most of the time the weather's not looking too bad today. Okay, let's have a look at the big picture then. Now notice the rugged area of cloud across the UK, and the important thing is that it is drifting in from the south, so that's why the air is relatively mild across the UK and no change anticipated into tomorrow or next week. So most of the cloud will be across the east of the country, so out towards the west there's a good chance that there will be some sunshine at least a little later on. These are the temperatures: 10 or 11 in the south, single figures in the north, say 7 degrees in Glasgow and Edinburgh. Not much change tonight, thick cloud in places, but skies will clear. Despite the clearing skies, the temperatures aren't actually going to drop an awful lot. That's because we've got that southerly wind. Temperatures of around 4 or 5 degrees. Now, if anything, through the morning and into the afternoon tomorrow, the clouds will thicken, and that's because a weather front is approaching. Once again, it's drifting in from the south. The air, the atmosphere is coming in from the south. It's laden with moisture. So that does mean that tomorrow, from the word go, it is going to be an overcast picture with a lot of grey, drizzly cloud, that stratus cloud that shrouds the tops of hills and maybe the highest buildings too. And we'll see some wet weather also for a time developing here in the southwest, Wales, Merseyside and further north too. Here's a look at Monday. Not much change. That air still coming in from the south, a lot of moisture and also some outbreaks of rain, but not necessarily in the same place. In fact, across some southern and eastern areas there might be a little bit of sunshine on Monday, as there will be the day before on Sunday. Here's the outlook into the weekend. No surprises. It is looking mild. There is an indication that towards the end of the month it may turn a little bit colder. That could still change, but at the moment it's as steady as she goes on the weather front.
Renata's house, midwife speaking.
Welcome to our profession.
We are all going to be National Health employees. We will have to dress as such or leave the system.
Quite something, isn't it, sister?
It is the future.
Call the Midwife continues tomorrow at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Tony was the king of Finch Farm.
Turning up in them dressing rooms in the early days, that was lively.
I'm missing football. I want to be in that dressing room.
I actually do suffer from stitches. You should breathe through something. How do you do that?
Listen on BBC Sounds.
Hello, Saturday afternoon on BBC One. Good to have you with us. I'm here live. All eyes on Ali Pali, where the semi-finals action starts at the Masters Snooker.
Welcome to prison. First day.
I want you to imagine two fictional worlds. First is called the just world.
You are choosing to go into that place.
In here, I don't think about being a good person.
And the other, the luck world.
Yeah, that world is imaginary.
But I do feel bad about not being a good man.
Waiting for the out. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Tony was the king of Finch Farm.
Turning up in them dressing rooms in the early days, that was lively.
I'm missing football. I want to be in that dressing room.
I actually do suffer from stitches. You should breathe through something. How do you do that?
Listen on BBC Sounds.
The next 12 weeks will be the toughest of your life. Just because we've been doing this for a while doesn't mean you know what's coming next. You don't.
Go, 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 go!
Hey, yo, I'm awake now. The original hustler is back. And hustlers gonna hustle.
You're fired.
The new series of The Apprentice starts Thursday, 29th of January on BBC One and iPlayer.
Simple cooking, simple pleasures. Now on BBC Two with Nigel Slater. And watch now on BBC iPlayer. Assume nothing on sounds. Listen now to a new podcast telling the story of the Stormont spy ring.
Can you keep a secret? Dad, it turns out I hadn't died.
The money from your dad's life insurance finally came through.
Please, this is fraud.
You have to give the money back. What sort of friend blackmails their own mates?
We're a crime family.
Oh, don't be silly. We're just a bit complicated, like the Beckons. Can you keep a secret? Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer. I'm doing it right now.
Hey, I need your help. I won't get these Muppets to like me or I'm going to be stuck in archives forever.
Security plans for the Nottingham Carnival.
Leave it with me.
Dom, is that a classified document?
To get things done around here, you have to work in the shadows.
I need a file pull on 2 agents. This could be serious.
We can sort this.
I'm in between lip waxes, you animal!
The new series of Black Ops. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Access changes people's lives.
I'm building a financial institution, and I need a partner.
See what happens when you listen to me?
Who did I marry?
I got a tip that there might be more underneath the hood.
Without a smoking gun, you will lose.
You should get out before the end. Who's in?
The new series of Industry continues Monday at 10:40 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Victory snatched from disaster, now on BBC Two. John Mills and Richard Attenborough on a life-changing rescue mission.
On BBC One, we are swapping channels for the rest of the match, and I do hope that you'll continue to enjoy this Trump-Higgins semi-final contest with us. Over on 2 now.
The next 12 weeks will be the toughest of your life. Just because we've been doing this for a while doesn't mean you know what's coming next. You don't.
Go, 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 go!
Hey, yo, I'm awake now. The original hustler is back. And hustlers gonna hustle.
You're fired.
The new series of The Apprentice starts Thursday, 29th of January on BBC One and iPlayer.
We are back! You think the Gladiators will take it easy on our new contenders?
Well, they've done nothing but eat, sleep, train, repeat since last time.
So that'll be a no then.
Join us for a brand new series of Gladiators on BBC One and iPlayer!
Now on BBC One, all the results, all the reaction. It's Final Score.
Find your morning focus. Bring calm to your afternoon.
And drift off to sleep.
With music to unwind your mind. Radio 3 Unwind. Listen on digital radio and BBC Sounds.
Welcome to prison.
First day. I wanted to imagine 2 fictional worlds. First is called the just world.
You are choosing to go into that place.
In here, I don't think about being a good person.
And the other, the luck world.
Yeah, that world is imaginary.
But I do feel bad about not being a good man.
Waiting for the out. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Now on BBC One, the Tea Time News with Jane Hill.
Hello, good evening. In the last hour, President Trump
the Tower of London, and then the next thing they'll see will be a gigantic flag of the Chinese Communist Party flying over it. That's not London.
Ministers have promised to make a decision on whether to grant the Chinese embassy planning permission by Tuesday. Barry Caffrey, BBC London.
A man who received a life sentence for murdering schoolboy Jimmy Mizzen in south-east London in 2009 has been blocked from being sent to an open prison by Justice Secretary David Lammy. The now 36-year-old Jake Fari is accused of releasing rap music about the killing. He was recalled to prison last year when the songs came to light, while Jimmy Mizzen was murdered in Lee, near Lewisham. A team of experts have told City Hall officials that London's hidden unpaid carers are struggling as they're not aware of the financial help and access to services they can get. Almost 1 in 10 Londoners provide unpaid care to people with health conditions or old age, with many doing it while living in poverty. It's said that it's partly due to not being aware of benefits like carers allowance. A 22-year-old carpentry apprentice says he's ecstatic about being one of 3 people depicted on a wall in Walthamstow to help inspire more people to work in construction. Dante Rock from Tottenham, on the right here, stands by Milton Walcott and Rosa Wells in front of the mural on Wood Street. According to the Office for National Statistics, there are more than 35,000 construction vacancies. Well, let's take a look at the weather forecast now with Bea.
Hi, good evening. We've had some brightness today, but for most of us, we've seen a lot of clouds, certainly this morning. Tomorrow, I do think we'll see a lot more cloud than today, mainly dry, but that cloud could be quite low. We could see some mist and fog as well. As we head through tonight, I think it will be largely dry with a few clear spells, but that thicker cloud will start to push back in, potentially giving some light rain and drizzle towards the end of the night. A lot of low clouds, some mist and fog, particularly over the high ground. Temperatures similar to last night, down at around 5 or 6 degrees. So a grey, damp start to tomorrow. These early showers clearing, and then I think we'll see some sunshine developing. A lot of cloud around, though. Light winds, but I think we'll see some bright spells coming and going into the afternoon. Temperatures doing well, highs of around 11 degrees. For Monday, I think we'll see a lot of cloud with outbreaks of rain, but still staying mild.
Well, that's it. On behalf of the BBC London team, have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Hi there, good evening to you. Now, the weather for the upcoming week, certainly this weekend and into next week, looks pretty benign, pretty typical winter weather, in fact, with a lot of cloud around, temperatures around average and some rain in places. Tonight will be cloudy with some showers around, and the blanket of cloud should keep most of us frost-free anyway. We've got southerly winds at the moment, this cloud streaming up from France, with a few weather fronts, which is why we're seeing some rain in places. The cloud will build overnight across England and Wales. So, like I mentioned, with that cloud blanket, temperatures 3 to 6 degrees. Where we have a few cloud breaks across northern and western parts, there could be the odd pockets of frost. But it's here tomorrow morning. We start Sunday off bright with some early sunshine. But I think, generally speaking, part 2 of our weekend will be rather cloudy. This warm front pushing northwards will bring outbreaks of rain, parts of Wales, western England, into northern England, southern Scotland through the day. It could brighten up behind it, though, across southeast England. That'll push temperatures up to around 11 degrees. So we're sitting around or just above the seasonal norm. Little changes as we head into next week, though. This weather front starts to encroach into the west of the country. That could bring stronger winds and rain to Northern Ireland, western Scotland. Elsewhere, it's business as usual, mostly cloudy with a little bit of brightness here and there, 1 or 2 showers. And again, temperatures sitting around or just above the seasonal norm, perhaps hitting 11 degrees in the south. Little change as we move through the week. There will be outbreaks of rain at times, but just hints of things perhaps turning colder from the east by the end of the week. Take care.
The final is getting so close.
We've all got to start looking at each other.
You don't know who to trust.
I can't not look at you now because that is deceptive behaviour.
Self-preservation.
I want to catch the traitors. I don't want you to win.
The stakes couldn't be higher.
The Traitors continues Wednesday at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Paul!
I hate horses with a fringe. They are dorks.
Say again. Say again.
I hate horses with a fringe.
Horses with a fringe. Horses. Okay, I see your point.
Give your morning Greg energy. Radio 1 Breakfast with Greg James. Just ask your smart speaker to play Radio 1.
Thank you very much. Good night. Michael, an incredible performance tonight.
Yeah, we gave it everything out there. I think it's going to be an amazing season.
We've got a lot of big new signings.
What is going on?
Some real talent.
Have you seen them?
You won the NTA last year. Can you add any more silverware? We're just going to take it one show at a time. OK, thank you. A new season of Michael McIntyre's Big Show kicks off tonight at 6:45 on BBC One and iPlayer.
What's happening, people? Nitro here, and I'm back again with the coolest prank show ever. With more challenges, more hilarious reactions, celebrity faces, and of course...
Don't push this button now.
Epic pranks.
Apparently Megan was delighted to hear you're such a bird watcher.
Birds. Brand new Gladiators Epic Pranks. That's my cue. Watch now on CBBC and BBC iPlayer.
Hello, Jenny here live with you announcing all the programmes on BBC One this Saturday night. Michael McIntyre's Big Show is coming up in 1 hour. Now though, we are ready. The Gladiators are back.